evening and welcome to the 26th Stonewall Awards evening. Wow, it's not quite the Emirates, is it here? It's okay. Although Whitman, I think for this evening,
He made it.
Yeah, don't fall asleep backstage under some tarpaulin. You're going to be in all sorts of trouble in this sort of place. Sodomized by a bouncer or something like that. But seriously, what a year it's been. What season's it been? What a year it's been. I mean, since the last Stonewall Awards, we had the Brexit referendum, splitting the country, splitting a couple of people from the club as well. I've never seen such bitterness and divisiveness since I chaired my first committee meeting. We've also had the Trump presidency, Trump getting elected. But don't worry, it can't happen here. No, not going to happen here. I mean, just imagine it. A tanned megalomaniac, rising to power under slightly murky circumstances, spending most of the night up at the early morning, watching shit, cable TV, likes a young bride, boasts about sexual molestation. It could never happen here. But yeah, what a season's been for the first. That's the main thing. I mean, we got the promotion, and that's a huge achievement for the first. So I've been Eric's going to sort of regale us with some stats later, but But I've done a little bit of digging and come up with some stats of my own for the season, from the record-breaking season for the first. So the first have conceded fewer goals this season than the number of buttons on one of Eric's shirts. That's number one. They scored more this season than Stephen has in heaven.
Nice.
And they've gone on the longest unbeaten run since I guess when Mikey was benched. I know he's not here. Well, no, not just Mikey being benched. Since Eric woke up and put John back at right back, thus bringing stability to the back four. I've got that right? Right. But yeah, I mean, jokes aside, amazing achievement for the first team. So can I just sort of get a round of applause for the first team, get promoted, for the team, for the manager, for this sort of fantastic season long together. I think it's elected actually we've got the highlights from the first team, throughout this season, all the goals and that sort of thing. I mean, for me personally, it was particularly heartening the last game of the season to see so many members, past and present, come and watch the team. For the final game, for the title decider in North East London. Unfortunately, it didn't quite happen. I mean, I don't know what it is about teams playing at Tottenham bottling it, but it's don't know why. And also tonight, it's very exciting. It's also Eurovision night. Yeah. A lot of excitement for this out here, I can tell. I know not everyone likes Eurovision. Some say it's past its best. Eurovision sort of give up. Been going too long. But no, it's an institution. It's going since 1956. Okay, sure, you've got the captainers, sure, you've got the sort of dodgy outfits. And I guess last year did sort of drag a little bit, and we were all hoping it doesn't really drag as long as last year, because it sort of went on and on and on. Can I invite for the first award for the evening on that note? Ashley for either side.
Cheers, Ben. Thank you. Good evening. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to a couple of guys who were instrumental in making the five-a-side such a success for this term, and that's Quacky and the mighty moustache Dan. Thank you very much for your support on those evenings. Thanks for the laminates. Five-a-side single laminates that's on there, actually superb laminates. There's your taste one, anyway. Move on. Right then. Five-a-side's had a bit of a rocky time since we moved from Hoxton. Numbers quite low. Then we sort of average maybe 15 every week, wanting more. But then, thanks to Bruno, and bringing some very, very young French guys along, which probably prompted our late night drinking session on Thursday. I want to say thank you to Bruno for bringing numbers up. We got to 26 the week before last, so we need to keep that going for the next term. So well done, Bruno, and the French contingent. What do I remember most about five-a-side this time round? I would say Grace Mode's flying shin pads. Every time she goes in for a tackle, shin pads are going flying everywhere. We also have Alex Harry Potter, we nicknamed him Harry Potter, and slow-mo football, and the flukiest goals you're ever going to see anywhere at five-a-side or on the 11-side. I don't know how you fucking do it, but anyway, you do it. The constant arguing about whether we should be wearing shin pads or not, and why we wear them, and the constant bickering and backwards and forwards about that. The refereeing decisions, everybody, I can't even pick one person who's the worst offender, because everybody, 2 weeks ago, 26 people moaned about the refereeing decisions.
This is shit.
I'm not the only one refereeing though, you've refereed. Fuck you. Anyway. We talked about Bruno and bringing his mates along. But going on to this year's winner of the five-a-side of the year, what can I say about this guy? This guy came along and he's an inspiration for me. He inspired me to continue wearing my contact lenses when I play football. Because every time the ball went near him, smacked him in the face, his glasses went everywhere. Sometimes in pieces, but every week for the few months he was there, started wearing glasses. He was spending most of the time picking up glasses rather than kicking the ball. No, it's not you, Max. He decides after settling in that he's going to leave and go and get a job in Bristol. 2 weeks later, only to come back, said he turned the job down in Bristol because he loved staying in London, loves playing five-a-side. So this season's five-a-side player of the year goes to Tom Cunningham. Unfortunately, Tom is not here to accept the awards, so I'm going to take it on his behalf. I'm going to take the award on his behalf, so well done, wherever you are, Tom Cunningham, well done, five-a-side or six-a-side player of the year.
Thank you. Right, the next award this evening is for the most improved player. Now I know there's a lot of people who wanted to win this award tonight, mainly from the seconds, although that's next year. You know, this year they've set their base, they're going to do a bit of improvement. Next year, then hopefully they clean up. So that's good tactics from the reserve team. That doesn't sound right. But no, the most improved players also. There's some people who sort of, a bit denigrating the most improved player, call it like the Kiss of Death award because of like what goes on. When you get the award and then what happens the season after. That's not something that I subscribe to at all. But since it's called sort of the Kiss of Death award. Can I please ask Eric to come up and present this year's most improved?
Oh, it's a winner. Right, so the winner of this award this year, and I do think it's an important award because it shows progression. And I think that's what we're trying to do as a football club. We're trying to progress. And that means progressing as a club, but also the individuals within the club progressing. And that's going to become more important next season than ever before, obviously with the progression of the first team into the Premier Division. And it's up to the second team players to make that push. And with that in mind, the winner of the award this year is somebody who began the season, to all intent and purposes, thinking he'd probably be playing most of it in the second team. But his level of performance was such that he ended up being a regular start for the first team, to such an extent that the entire formation that the first team played in had to be changed to accommodate him because of the way he was playing, moving to a 4-3-3. He's basically matured into such a calm midfielder, almost a bit like Michael Carrick, lovely short passing game, great ability to read the game, and he's improved his fitness as well. There is no bigger compliment. You got the text? There's There's no bigger compliment. On a serious note, after that last game of the season, several players who played the game said to me afterwards that if he'd been there that day, we would have probably won. And that's the biggest compliment I can give, that the most improved player this season is Rylan.
Once was 13. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Right, now on to the scoring awards. So this season, I think it's fair to say, like, the second and thirds have been scoring for fun. And I mean fun as in, like, you know, Dan when goes to gym for fun, or Craig plays his subs for fun. Like, it's not really happened this season. So what we've done, we've like pushed the two together, so it's going to be like the top scorer for the seconds and the thirds. It spares flushes, it spares finances as well. It also means the recipient of the award can collect it with a healthy sort of goal tally in the single high figures. So to present this award, can I ask Robin to come up? Thank you.
Hello. So this year, I think this guy has been known more for his pitchy put downs than his goals, but he still managed to score loads for the seconds and thirds. It's James Allen.
Thanks for dressing up now. Okay, well, the awards are coming thick and fast now. Although on that last one, it's probably more thick than fast. The next award is for the first scoring. Obviously, well, you mentioned about the promotion before. I know we're all still reeling from that shock news that we did get the promotion. Nothing no one expected. It's completely startling. Probably the worst kept secret than when Giles pulled Trainer out of Cleveland. So probably for the first scorer, unfortunately he can't be here tonight. So I presented him. First scorer, can I have a round of applause for Mr. David Ellard. Okay, now it's time for the Player of the Season Awards. So we're going to start with the third team Player of the Season. Justin, can you come up? Thank you. So we've not rehearsed this. Justin, what's happened this season? I mean, we did so well last season, and then this season. I mean, even like Mourinho sort of takes 3 seasons to bring us down to level.
So I've been appointed secretary manager. Thank you. And I've spent 3 years being third team manager. It's been fantastic. And Ben, to answer you, I never look at the table because for me the third team isn't about the league table. The third team is about having a happy camp of people, having football accessible for everybody, whether you're first, second, or third team. We finished bottom this year, less good than last year. But actually, the standard of football has been really, really impressive this year. It's been better than last year. It's just that the league's got a little bit better. So for everybody who contributed this year and last year, thank you. And that's lots of people in this room. So thank you that. Thank you, James. So whether it's been 18 players or 10 players, thank you Dan Boundy for sleeping in that day. Without exception, every Sunday that we've played, every single player that stepped onto that pitch or been at the side of that pitch has put in 100% effort, and that's all we can ask for in the third team. So thank you, each and every one of you, once again. But I just want to kind of take a moment to say kind of how important I think the third team is to this club, to the Stonewall Football Club. Yes, we strive for excellence, and it's fantastic that the first team have been promoted this season on the back of the second team winning a cup a few seasons ago. But the third team keeps us connected to the community, which is really important to us. So when we started out 26 years ago, we wanted to be the best team around, and that was just a group of gay guys playing on Clapham Common or wherever we were playing. But actually, we're at the top of our game, going to step 7 of the football tree. However, the third team keeps us rooted to where we began, and I think that's really, really important. So I think that's why the third team is such a crucial part of this club. So that's why the results don't matter. But what that makes me feel is it makes me feel so proud. It makes me proud to be the manager of the third team. It makes me proud to be manager of the second team. It makes me proud to be on the stage, stood in front of all you guys, talking to you guys, the Adidas stuff, the 25th anniversary stuff, the promotion, everything makes me proud to be Stonewall Football Club. And that's really difficult for me to say given my Manchester history. And I never thought I'd shake that off. I never thought I'd shake that off. But I can stand here in front of you all and say, genuinely, I feel like a Stonewall player, and that's because of all you guys. So, a couple of individual thanks before I get to player of the season. My tenure as third team manager wouldn't have been the same without Robin and Eric and our little kind of managers group that we've got going. So thank you both of you. Those Wednesday nights were awesome, thank you. So yeah, genuinely cheers. Dan Kuzner reminded me of things that I was going to do anyway, but thank you for reminding me. My two captains in Lyon last season and Arthur this season, thank you for doing all the stupid things I've asked you to do. It's been kind of essential and makes my life a lot easier. So thank you. So that brings me to player of the season. So like all the sassiest people in this world, this guy is known just by one name. So we've got Naomi, we've got Kate, we've got Beyonce, and for player of the season, for the thirds, we've got Mode.